All right, y'all, I am sitting in my SUV here in Georgia. It is literally 100 degrees outside, and I am going into my Barnes & Noble on a Criterion hunt. So let's go do it. Ooh, it's hot. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pre-warn you that my local Barnes & Noble right here, this one's only about 1.5 miles, 2 miles or so from my house. They are hit and miss. Like this is where I found the multiple sets of the 4K Conan the Barbarian set from Arrow and the Conan the Destroyer set. It's where I found Crimson Peak set way before everyone else. And sometimes they have good stuff, but sometimes it's like they go weeks without restocking because there is a huge Barnes & Noble about 30 minutes away. But let's go see what they got. Always got to check the new release rack first, right? Got American Gigolo, but I have the better version of that. There is a Mute Witness. We got it in 4K too. Still don't know enough about that one to pull the trigger. There's Bound, but we're going to get to the Criterion section. So what is the deal with, there's like so many people in here, try not to be loud. I got the original, I ordered from the Arrow store, the original artwork that they claim is a much more limited edition. They did that with like Barbarella as well and the Warriors. So I don't really know what's the what with that, but I like this, but I prefer the original artwork. I think it just looks super cool. I'm not going to buy this just to have the second artwork. It's $50, 30% off, so 35 bucks, which is basically the normal price. I hate the way the prices are manipulated. Criterion's bad about that too. We got 4K Kong with a big sticker. Platoon. All right, let's just hit up the Criterion section. First let's see if they still have any Arrow sets. I think I see them. Boom. Anybody still looking for Conan the Destroyer at a good price? They have 2 of them. That is just the Blu-ray. See if they have a 4K. Aha, they do have one 4K. 60 bucks, 20% off. Nice. Anybody looking for that? Let me know. It would be like $48. Here's a Crimson Peak, 20% off, $60, so also 48 bucks. Interesting. Crossroads, y'all know I'm a fan of that. Okay, here's an interesting one they've had that I haven't pulled the trigger on. Here is a basket case, but I think that's just the, no, that's the 4K. There it is. Right there. Oh, if it'll focus. But I really like, again, that's another one with has the alternative VHS artwork. And I gotta decide, because this is 50 bucks with 30% off. I'm gonna get an extra 10% off for being a member. So I basically could get this for, what's that? I'm so bad at math. 30 bucks or less. But I really want the other art. I just don't know if I want to pay that much for it. There's a Black Cat. There's a Carrie Steelbook. 4K. Interesting, I haven't seen that one in here before. What else do we got? Here is a Alien Quadrilogy. I have this set. It's an old set. I know they have a Weird Science 4K setting around on the other side. It just makes me want to buy it, just to buy it. They got a bunch of Last House on the left. Alright, it is time to check out Criterion. Okay, we are all ready. I think this is one I'm going to probably pull the trigger on. I think this would be a great one for my midnight movies. So this can be 25 bucks for 4K, not too bad. Now they have Crash. This is the Blu-ray. I want the Arrow 4K box set of that. Gonna have to buy that because it's long since gone. Let's see, what else we got here? All That Breathes. There's another copy of After Hours. I think that's just the Blu-ray. Make sure the one I got is 4K. Yeah, the one I got is 4K. There is Blue Velvet. Y'all, I'm gonna tell you, I've never seen Blue Velvet. Never seen it. Breakfast Club. Now this is just a Blu-ray edition. I don't know if we'll ever get a 4K, but this thing is loaded with more special features than I have ever seen. Blood Simple. It's a Coen Brothers film. It's 4K. More Blue Velvet. Oh, Dazed and Confused, 4K. Probably get that one. That one's, got to get one that doesn't have a, okay, that's just the plastic, so that one's pretty good. Double Indemnity. Okay, I've never seen this. My buddy Brian over at The Last Movie Standing, he's all about this. Barbara Stanwyck. 1944 film. Y'all, unless it's horror or like It's a Wonderful Life, Frank Capra, Gone with the Wind, I really don't watch a bunch of old movies. Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Also, who knows if we're going to get a 4K of this, but this thing is loaded. Newly restored 4K digital transfer. See, this is what I mean. This, if y'all saw my stuff about transfers and digital and stuff like that, this is where it gets confusing, because if you don't know, 4K digital transfer kind of doesn't make sense because it's not a 4K movie. But what it means is they have a 4K scan. They're compressing the hell out of it down to fit on a Blu-ray, which will put more pixels in a smaller area and give you a good image. I mean, 50%, that's 20 bucks for that's not bad. I mean, these aren't truly 50% off, but that's not bad. I may get that. Fear and Loathing, I have a better version of that one. Never seen it. What else we got here? Girl Fight. The Graduate. That's just the Blu-ray. Probably hit music so I don't drive you guys crazy. Kira Kurosawa. There's that Double Indemnity. I just looked at that. It's kind of got like, it's all taped up, like somebody tore the plastic already. It almost looks like they taped on a different price tag. La Bamba. Last Picture Show. Life Aquatic. Malcolm X. I really don't buy a ton of Criterion. My Own Private Idaho. Here's a Keanu. It's a Blu-ray. Brian tells me this looks great. That's the Blu-ray. That's not the 4K. Thought there's a 4K of that. Raging Bull. Now Mudbound. My friend Chance, his aunt worked with this movie. Took him a long time to get this made. Oh, The Princess Bride, but that's just the Blu-ray version. Peeping Tom. Roaring 20. Rushmore. Oh, there is the legit Princess Bride version. You gotta find one that's not beat all to hell, though. That's the one you want right there. Princess Bride. That's the nice version. Now see, if I didn't have just a few specific movies I was after during this, I would definitely be going after like the Princess, which I mean, Princess Bride I'm after anyway, but I would definitely be going after like the special packaged ones, because to me that's where the money is, and I'm all about, you know, I love the special packaging. But the others, I don't feel like they're going anywhere. I do feel like the special packaging ones can kind of go first. Same thing with the Dazed and Confused. That's like a big slip box there. Now here I got all excited, and this is just the Blu-ray, Repo Man. I'm gonna wait on the 4K because the 4K is coming. Basically, it looks like about the same packaging though, exact same. Got me all excited. I thought, oh man, did they accidentally send that out here early? All right, let's look at a few more. Raging Bull. Train Spotting, To Die For. Here is the big fancy set of Uncut Gems. That's a good movie. Super high anxiety, and I don't feel like it has a lot of rewatchability. It's very heavy the way it ends. There's the Wall-E set, 4K. Now this is one I already had. I didn't wait on the sale, and I should have. That's just the Blu-ray though, I think. That's not the 4K. I got the 4K. This is a Videodrome. Do not have the 4K anymore. I think the one I got's a 4K. Might be out of my mind. Some Thelma and Louise. That's about it. Here, it's not a huge section of Criterion here at my local Barnes & Noble. There's some John Boyd Midnight Cowboy, Some Like It Hot. I have this poster on my wall in my dining room. I do not own this movie. I am a Maryland fan, though. So we'll see what I come away with. I got to do my. So we'll see what I come away with. I got to do my little periodic check and see if my. Yep, it's still here. I just come and check on it every now and then. But like this doesn't like it's on sale, and like you can still buy this. This says $49.99. You can still buy this straight from Arrow with the slipcover, limited edition, everything with the poster. Buy it straight from Arrow for $34.99. That's what I mean about the price manipulations. We got some copies of The Thing, no 4Ks. There's another Wall-E somebody hit out over here. There's a Warriors DVD. Good grief. Here's a Witness. Arrow. That's 4K. You guys know I picked up the Blu-ray box set of this, even though it was the Blu-ray. I picked it up. I got it for a little less than 20 bucks. So I could always just kind of pick this up and slide it into that. It's not bad. I don't need to pay that for one I already got right now, though. Here's everybody's favorite, True Lies on 4K. Got some Wolfman down there, some Frankenstein. Trouble with the Curve is a good movie. Not on DVD, though. All right, that's about going to wrap up what we got in here. I'm going to decide what I'm going to get, and we'll talk about it back at the house. See you later. All right, we are back from the wild, from Barnes & Noble with our Criterion haul. And to be honest, like, I'm not the biggest Criterion buyer. A lot of their, like, listen, and I like all kinds of films. But their prices are usually high. Their movies, you can pretty much get a lot of the time. And a lot of them are just like outside of what I am going to put on to watch. They might be movies that I want to have in my collection for cinema's sake, but not ones that I'm going to return to often. I feel like they go a little like highbrow for the sake of going highbrow sometimes, but there are definitely movies that I enjoy. I don't do a lot of blind buying from Criterion, though I do have one blind buy in here, and I am considering picking up another one. But for right now, this is what I got on our little trip out, and the first one is definitely not a blind buy at all. I was excited to find this one because I have a Barnes & Noble that's like 5 minutes from my house. It's very busy there, a lot, even when it's not the sale, and they have a hard time. Like they just don't have a big stock there. Whereas about 30 or 40 minutes away, there is a even bigger Barnes & Noble that's near the Mall of Georgia, which is a massive mall. It's like the biggest mall like east of the Mississippi, I think. And they have tons of stuff. But I don't want to make an hour and a half round trip. So I usually go up here and just wait and see what they have. So I was excited to find this one. I am talking about the original Night of the Living Dead. Super cool to get this one and add it to my collection. Now, this is one, I mean, George Romero, bro, like you got to have this one. To me, this actually still holds up surprisingly well. I know we got all kinds of remakes and everything else. But I just feel like this is one that you definitely, this is actually public domain. I feel like almost anyone could probably put this movie out these days. But this is a 4K, and I was very, very excited to get it. So Night of the Living Dead, boom, we are there. Next one up, also definitely not a blind buy. I am talking about Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Amy Heckerling. Like, this movie is absolutely stacked. I'm an 80s kid. This has
friggin' everybody in it. Jennifer Jason Leigh. It's got, of course, Sean Penn, Spicoli. You got Phoebe Cates. You got Judge Reinhold. You got Forrest Whitaker making an appearance. You've got even Nicolas Cage makes an appearance in this. Anthony Edwards makes an appearance in this. This movie is loaded. It's sort of like a rite of passage, coming of age story, and I almost didn't get it because I feel like there is probably a 4K of this coming, which is the case with at least one other film over here. But I am trying to replace all of my DVDs with upgrades over time, and I don't want to just sit around, like, only have the old DVD of this. And I really just kind of hate popping those in my fancy 4K players. And so I was happy to get this now, get this at a good price. Fast Times at Ridgemont High, definitely one I will come back to multiple times. Next one up, also, John Hughes. It's not my favorite John Hughes movie. That's Weird Science, but come on. Breakfast Club is a classic. This is not a 4K either, and this may eventually get a 4K, but I would assume if it does, they're only going to put the special features from this over to the 4K, because, y'all, this is loaded with special features that I have never, ever seen. I mean, it's just absolutely loaded. It's from a 4K digital restoration, so a 4K is coming. It's coming from them, probably. You have the uncompressed soundtrack. You've got the 5.1 soundtrack. You've got an audio commentary from just about 10 years ago featuring Anthony Michael Hall and Judd Nelson. You have brand new interviews with Molly Ringwald and Ali Sheedy, a brand new video essay featuring the director, John Hughes. Obviously, it's not brand new, but it's new to special features because we lost John Hughes several years ago. You have a documentary from 2008. You have 50 additional minutes of never-before-seen footage. It says on here, promotional and archive interviews, excerpts from 1985's American Film Institute seminar with John Hughes. There's radio spots with the cast. There is tons of stuff on here. 50 extra minutes of unseen never-before-seen footage. That's a lot. Worth going ahead and getting it now. I love Breakfast Club. You got to have it. All right, here is one that is a 4K that I haven't seen this movie in 20 years. At least 20 years. But all right. We got Dazed and Confused here. This is some of the better packaging. It has a nice little side loader slip cover. And it's a director-approved 4K Ultra HD. They have all kinds of extra features in here. Deleted scenes, the making of Dazed and Confused, a documentary in here. There's audio commentaries. It says the 4K digital restoration of the director's cut was supervised and improved by director Richard Linklater. I mean, just tons of extra features in here. 4K, beautiful packaging. How can you go wrong? Dazed and Confused. And you guys can kind of see, like, I'm picky with Criterion. They've got to kind of fit into what I like. And I mean, I like all kinds of movies, but I'm not going to just buy, the cinema to have on my shelf. Like, I don't have to, I went to film school. I make film. I don't have to pretend that, like, I've got, all this stuff. I buy movies that I enjoy and I want to see again and again and again. There's very few things that I curate just for the sake of having that piece of cinema. Now, the last one that I got on this haul, I also pre-ordered Risky Business. And I recently, if you guys saw Midnight Movies with Chase, I bought Videodrome 4K from them. And if you saw Dinner and a Movie with Chase, you'll know that I got the Bull Durham release. Again, those movies that I love. This is a blind buy. This movie's loaded with people. I haven't seen this. You may see this. We may end up doing this as a midnight movie. I am talking about After Hours. The 4K on this. I know that the opinions on this movie are all over the place. This is one that I have to see for myself. '80s film that is just kind of like, to me, it's like a lost film from Scorsese, and it's just not one that it like kind of fits in the pantheon of the rest of his stuff. But I'm looking forward to taking this crazy ride, and I'm going to be honest with you guys. So you have the 50% off sale, which it is not really 50% off, y'all. I mean, let's just drop that. It's 50% off the manufacturer's suggested retail price. There's a couple things with that. One, Criterion is the manufacturer that is suggesting that retail price. So it's not like it's somebody else that's saying what to price it. Criterion's saying what to price it. The other thing is, it is almost never for sale at the MSRP. Almost never. You can look back through Amazon, through earlier in the year. You can go in to your Barnes & Noble, things like that. They almost always have like stickers for 20, 30% off all year round. Even like when I bought Videodrome from directly from Criterion, it was not the full price that you see on the sticker in the store. So it's almost never that price. So let's be real about it. They just use that, when it's time to go on sale to say, oh no, it's really $50. Well, it never sells for $50, almost never. So it's really much less of a discount, but it is still a discount. Like, all of these were like $20 or $25 after the discount. So I also get another 10% off for being a Barnes & Noble Rewards member. And then I had like $30 in total like rewards dollar points. So I got all of these movies right here for and I happened to be buying Buffy the Vampire Slayer on Blu-ray at the same time. So I ended up getting these 5 movies and a 6th Blu-ray of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, all for like $117. So that is 6 movies, $117 with tax and everything. So you're talking about less than $20 a movie. That, and then I got points back for buying that. I already earned another like $5. So for that, that's totally worth it. These movies fit their Criterion, but they fit into my taste. To be honest, I'm probably most of the time I'm going to spend a lot of money with Scream Factory. I'm going to spend a lot of money with Arrow. I'm going to spend money with Vinegar Syndrome. I'm going to spend money with Umbrella, and things like that. That's probably, Kino Lorber. They're going to get a lot of my money because they just have more titles that I like. They have more packaging that I like because I'm into the artwork and things like that. And it's kind of, just plastic and plain with Criterion. And that's fine. That's fine. But then they'll do like random ones that have like this weird different packaging. So, it's kind of a thing. I also ordered directly from them recently, Princess Bride. I didn't get that one from Barnes & Noble, though, so I didn't put it in here. But all those are movies that I love. So Criterion does have things that I love. I would still like to get, everybody keeps telling me I need to see Blue Velvet. David Lynch is pretty weird. I like weird shit sometimes. So I might pick up Blue Velvet and watch it. It would be a blind buy. I haven't ever seen it, believe it or not. And maybe the others. I do like the others a lot. They just didn't have it at my Barnes & Noble when I went in the other day. So I may pick that up before the month ends. But this is my main haul. And at most, I'll maybe pick up 1 or 2 others. But I'm kind of looking forward to Opera with Severin. Who knows how much that's going to cost. And their sale, there's like a couple of other, like 2 other titles with them. I've been on the Vinegar Syndrome sale this week. Arrow just dropped a 50% off thing. And Kino Lorber has a sale going right now. And I really wish Scream Factory would drop another sale, although I think we probably got till October or November before we get another one from them. because there's a few things that I want. So I've done those pre-orders, like for Amityville and the Arrow for Friday the 13th. So there's a lot of money, a lot of sales everywhere right now, a lot of announcements, a lot of drops. So it kind of makes it difficult. Everybody's kind of hitting at once. And then like me, who's just come back to full-time collecting, as me and my wife talk about it, full-time collecting here recently, I have like all these back titles that are like out of print and harder to get, from Arrow, Vinegar Syndrome, stuff like that, that I'm and Scream Factory, that I'm going back and getting. So like I'm having to buy to catch up, and then buy, so now, so that I don't have to pay more later for the stuff that's coming out now, and be constantly in this behind situation where you're paying aftermarket prices. So with that being the case, Criterion is a little further down the list in priority, because most of these titles are not going anywhere. They're not going out of print. So I really definitely am in the just buy what I absolutely want and want to watch like now, and have, and things that I'll go back to again and again, because there's a lot of other places where that's not the case. Like, they sell out, then it's out of print. Like if it's Vinegar Syndrome, if it's Arrow, if it's Scream Factory, they sell out, it's out of print, and now your only option is aftermarket, and you're paying way more. So we don't want that. It's not as big a deal with Criterion, but I do have some fun ones here today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you got in the comments. Don't forget that probably when this video comes out, the 1,500 subscriber giveaway contest will still be going. So you can comment in the comments. Check out that video. It's along with my top 5 horror movies for the 4th of July. And you can find out all the details. You just need to comment, tag me, say subscriber giveaway. You stand a chance to win the beautiful second sight set of Dog Soldiers, the VHS of Terrifier 2, Arrow release box set of Invasions of Body Snatchers, several of my own movies, all kinds of other things you can win. You can get access to free giveaways and stuff like that on a monthly basis. If you join, you can click join down in the comments. There's some cool videos up behind the scenes from some of my filmmaking, some gag reels, stuff like that. And there'll be a lot more coming, but you don't have to do any of that to hang around here. Just like, subscribe, and ring the bell so that you can always be here to go on these movie adventures with me. And until next time, this is Chase with AV Pop Culture, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye. I know.